Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
You're recording. I don't even have my earphones in. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Because We Said So. Hi.
Timeline.
Hi.
The show on the road.
I know, super fast. Put up your volume because I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
I can't hear you. And where are you?
I am
You're in somewhere different
today. Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's
help?
better when it's closer.
Okay. I'll just hold it right here the whole time for you, my dears. I'm going to have a little beach at the timeshare and looking at the ocean, have the heater on, no kids.
Thank God. Heaven.
Heaven.
I was reading, I don't know what it was. I was reading somewhere where it's like when you're little and you get a boo-boo, you get a Band-Aid and a snack. And when you're older and you get a boo-boo, you need like a martini and to go away. Like an airplane and a martini. And I'm like, that's so accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Traveling does solve everything. I'm noticing I used to love to stay in nice hotels that were like boutique-y, but everything is so expensive right now that my parents have this timeshare and I'm just leaning into it. And I'm loving timeshare life. Okay.
You can see the ocean. So
I
who
can see the
cares? As long as you
ocean.
can see the ocean.
Yeah, I'm going down to Legoland in Carlsbad later this year for $300 for the whole week.
Nice.
I'm you cannot really beat you can't really beat it, you know?
Money can't buy happiness.
The points at a Hilton Grand Vacation can. And that is not we're not sponsored, okay?
Look what Josh got me. A do not disturb, and then you can move it to the other side and it says available, because I work in the chaos of my house and he doesn't understand that I sometimes can't answer questions right when he needs to ask me them. So now I have a sign, but it's usually always on red.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it working? Are they respecting that boundary?
Oh my God, we closed on this house in New York. We closed on the house in Florida. I cannot wait to have my own space and not work from the dining room table. All you remote workers that work and eat in the same spot completely
your
understand.
life is going to change. Yeah, your life is going to change.
Yeah, we're just going to have more stuff.
More.
We're purging
the American
a lot, though.
way. Yeah, you have to purge.
Yeah, we're
You're getting a
purging.
fresh start. Don't take
We're
shit with
purging.
you that doesn't make you happy, you know?
No. I just got, and we were moving on a certain day. We were expecting them on the same day. Now the day changed. We can't go on that day. So now everything else is moving. But everything's moving. Like everything moved super, super fast last week. And then on Friday, someone like out of the blue, I don't even remember who it was just like, how are you? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not able to live in any moment, because the moment of the thing that I was doing is done, another thing is happening. And it just was cycling and cycling and cycling. And I was like, I want to stop. I want to enjoy the moment that I worked so hard to get to. I literally closed, got in the car and drove for 2 hours to an event, my nephew's event. He had a bar mitzvah this weekend. It was amazing. I want to be at that, right? But I spent so much time trying to close that. And I remember calling Josh being like, we closed, yay, we can enjoy it at another time. And we were just it's just everything's a rush. Everything's a mad dash.
Looked great. You looked great at the bar mitzvah.
Thank you.
I can relate. I remember a year ago or whenever we first kind of got started, I was in real chaos and I was having a hard time connecting and finding, prioritizing, even this moment in our podcast, you start to see, okay, yes, I know this is important, and this brings me joy, but I am just underwater. Sometimes you're just underwater and it's important to just
sometimes be in the moment. It's hard to do. It's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard to have chaos. I have a struggle with living in chaos. I like structure. I like everything. School's about to end. It's about to get real cray up in here. And I'm having anxiety every day.
Yeah.
My heart's racing that I can't control it. And I can't live in the moment. And I can't it's just, I don't live in chaos very well.
But this time next year, you will be so settled It will be so comfortable. You will have a summer program for your kids to start in. You'll probably even have like a part-time nanny.
Oh my God, I hope so.
You're gonna have so much freedom because just
I
walking into the
know.
backyard is gonna give the kids something to do. And right now, you just don't have that. So, like, I promise it's gonna be so much better soon.
I know. My mom was like, you need either someone to take care of the kids or you personally need an assistant. She's like, because you just can't have a full-time job and be a full-time parent all at the same time.
I have
But I
always had
want
help.
to.
Yeah, I've always
But
had
I
help. The key is finding someone who's versatile to what you need because it changes. Like, sometimes I just need someone to load the dishwasher. Like, I
Yeah.
don't, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I just need someone to take a shower for me or pee for
Yeah.
me, you know?
Yeah. Well, you can't outsource
Or
those
I
things.
wish I could just like drop my body off at the gym, pick it up in an hour and continue the day.
That is wild. That is $1,000,000 idea.
Right? Let me figure out a way to drop my body off. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I need a clone. You ever see the movie Multiplicity?
No, but I'm gonna go watch it tonight because I
You
have
should watch
a
it.
lot
So
of
this
free time tonight.
my God, this guy clones himself, I think 5 different times. And by the 5th person, so he clones himself to one to do work, one to take care of the family. Then there was one to do something else, and then one to like do the other things. And the last one comes out like loopy and crazy. And he's like the funniest of them all. Just remember, any of you listened to it. They have like pizza this one. I remember he has to like hide all of himself to his family. So he like hides them in their garage. And then they were like having a pizza party and he was just like, I love pizza. And I was like, I like him the most.
Yeah, does make pizza makes me so happy. I wanna go to pizza tonight. There's a really
Yeah.
great pizza place here that I love. I am not in Cabo, and I don't have kids, and because of Father's Day, they're staying with their dad a little bit longer.
How's that going? Are you okay about not going to Cabo?
Okay about not going to Cabo. I came here, I think that's better. Like, I don't need to go somewhere that's, like, a heavy party. I just need to go somewhere with a gym and a pool, and, like, I'm
And a
here.
break.
And a
Yeah.
break, and
Silence.
I did have a date,
Yeah. A date and a dog.
and he brought his dog.
I
The dog
like I don't feel like other people's dogs in my house. I don't like vibe with that. When someone's like, "Can I bring my dog?" I'm always like, "Why though?
exactly. Like,
Why? Why do you need to bring the dog?" Like I don't need it. I don't even
from
have a
on
dog.
from now on, the answer is no, period.
No,
No,
period.
period.
We had a brunch at my sister's house, and one of my cousins has like a big dog, and he asked to bring it. My sister was like,
No,
"There's going to be 30 people here. We don't need
no.
a dog on
Don't
top
bring
of
your
it.
dog. I know my
Don't bring
parents
your
have a
dog
house out in the
anywhere."
country, so everyone tries to bring their dog, and I'm like, "You're uninvited from anything ever again." And I don't care if you're my cousin. That was a stupid thing to do.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe from you until your dog is dead. And that's how I felt about this guy. Like, he was fine, and his dog is dying, and he's
Uh,
perfectly fine. I'm not emotionally available. That has become clear to me, and I'm just gonna stick to hanging out and enjoying my free time and extra space in all the places, the bed, the living room, no dog hair. Disgusting.
yeah,
Disgusting.
it's a lot.
I want to
It's a
take care of
lot.
no one but myself.
Same, but I can't. That's it's not bad. I don't mean that. I do, but I don't.
No, 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 no. Sorry. I want to take care of my kids. I miss them. I want them. I want them all the time. But if I don't have them, I want to take care of no one but myself.
Right, right. It's always good to like visit other people and their things. In my space, just like just visit in and out.
I
No
think
dogs.
but what was happening to me was like, I think everyone was always talking to me about like, like, have you dated or have you started talking? And I'm always like, no, like I am busy. But I think like with my kids being gone longer, I was like, well, it wouldn't hurt to have someone other than McKenna in my life because I kind of
It's her bestie.
she's she's starting to like not answer the phone and stuff. I think I've tapped that one out. So like I was like, okay, I'll dabble, and then I was like immediately like pulled back, like, nope, no thanks.
You got turned off. It was too much.
Not just turned off, but like I'm just not. I don't want that. When people tell you you should try, you're like, yeah, maybe I should try, and then you tried it, and you're like, no, there you go.
You're not ready.
I don't fucking know if I'll ever be.
You know, I looked for so long and then it just happened. And then now I'm here 7 years later. I've done so much.
Yeah.
Married him. I've had babies with him. I've bought a house with him. I bought another house with him. Like, and
Yeah.
everything just like was like a whirlwind,
Mhm.
you know? So, and I think after space and time and you find yourself a little bit again, I think it will be good. But in the meantime, like the fun part is still fun. You don't have to always be emotionally involved. Like, go meet for coffee, go do the thing in the tractor, go make kisses in the pool. The basics.
The basics. Yeah, periodically probably. But I am like definitely leaning towards, I think, like Chelsea Handler has it right. She's just good being alone. She's never wanted anything else. And she's like, I would have a different man in every state if I wanted, just in case that's something I
Right.
wanted to do that day. And I'm not there yet. Obviously, that's not so far from that. But I can understand how people, and especially like post divorce and like post breakup, and then dating people who have been with people that have had kids as a stepfather and stuff like the conversations in the post divorce era are you just get deeper a lot quicker. You cut through a lot of the bullshit because you're like, are you looking for something? Is it serious? What bothers you? What doesn't? And you're just like, "Oh, so you're gonna be alone forever." And then you kinda internally know, like, "I'm probably gonna be alone forever too. So, like, this is not that deep, and, like, let's get on with this coffee date, and let's go about our day."
Yeah. It's like a little checklist. I remember
Like,
somebody on
you're
a date
breaking
told
up.
me that
Kinda weird.
he was going to George Clooney it for the rest of his life. And the joke's on him because he's now married and I think with children. So
Wait, your microphone's being weird.
here, you hear me now? No? Sting.
Better. The
So
George
one
Clooney is now
time,
married, and he's in
yeah.
love.
Okay, so you heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could hear it. It was just, like, a little bit alien-y.
Well, I'm here to give you the voice that you'd like.
I want that one. I want it. Sing me to bed, babe.
Twinkle,
1, 2
two,
I
three.
tried counting to my kids. I did after that episode
Mm-hmm,
when you unlocked
mm-hmm.
that talent for us.
Yep.
It didn't really work, but it calmed me down.
Right? It puts me to sleep sometime. But now there's even more on top of it. Now we
Mhm.
sing our ABCs. He sings his ABCs. Then he counts to 20, and then I take it from there.
Mhm.
And it's now turned into like this hour-long process. And last night I was not having it. I was like, I'm counting to 100 and I'm leaving. He
Yeah.
is so pissed. I was like, I can't do this every night.
Yeah,
Get
it's
in
a
your
lot.
bed. Get in your bed.
Mhm.
Get in
Mhm.
your bed.
Mhm. That's how I feel too. And then lately I have like I let Maria lead the prayer because she's really into doing the prayer. My God, the stuff she prays about is so cute. I just wish I could record them all. She's just like, make sure, like last night we did one on FaceTime because she's with their dad and they're in a hotel. And she was like, I pray that all of our friends and family stay safe and that Gray is confident in the elevator alone. I was like, why is Gray going in the elevator alone? She's like, well, I just want him to be a big boy so he can learn to do it because he's really scared of it right now. I was like,
It's
okay.
scary at first getting on that thing. The
Tell me.
escalator. I get nervous bringing the kids on the escalator. Then I'm going to miss a step and they're going to go backwards.
Yeah. And your equilibrium is all off.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no other solution. We have to take the escalator. We could do this.
It was the prayers are just so cute. Like I love them all.
I love that for you.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
don't pray here.
We're gonna stay religious as long as those prayers come in because they are comedic. God is laughing up there, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, tell me.
What else? What else is going on?
So
I mean,
I had the bar mitzvah all weekend. The kids had a cute part in the service. The party was awesome. They really do it up here in New York for these bar mitzvahs. I mean,
I've heard.
and
I
so
don't
much
know.
swag.
I've
Like
never been invited.
everything's branded. Like they create a whole brand campaign and
Mhm.
then they give out like then it's branded on like sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, shorts, pajama pants. And then they give out jerseys and then they give out like stuff. And then whoever it is just like throws it into the pile of kids. And then on the other side there's basketball, there's hockey, there's like it's like stimulation overload. By the time Max left and he was only there for 2 hours, I think he was twitching.
Believe it. And he probably had a bunch of sugar too.
Yeah, he doesn't have a voice. He lost his voice. He's 3.
Mm.
But they had a ball. We had brunch next day. My cousins came in from California, from Florida. Everyone was together, which is really nice because it's been a really long time since we've all been together, and we really were not missing, I don't think, anyone. So that was really nice.
So nice. And it's a kind of a good hoorah. How many days? Do you have a countdown?
Well, this was the problem. At the brunch, I had a breakdown because I had to say goodbyes.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to talk about it now because I don't want to cry on a podcast, but I'm having a lot of goodbyes and a lot of tears. And my friend, one of my best friends called me yesterday. She's like, we have to have a proper send off. And I was like, I can't handle a proper send off. I will not be able to enjoy it or even probably go to it. I'll have anxiety and I'll just be crying. Like, I don't want to say goodbyes.
Let's do a housewarming in New York City, like 90 days after you move down there, get settled, and you figure out what you need. You could put together a list and come back, and that would be your send off. Because then you'll be happy. You'll be like established a little bit. And if anyone wants to get you anything, you'll know what you need. Because I feel like people, if you do it right now, like you said, you're going to cry. And you can't have a housewarming down there because you don't know anyone.
Oh, I do. I have all my best friends down there.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Like everybody is up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now. Yeah. So yeah, I can't. I cry. I'm going to cry. I almost cried getting my nails done the other day because I'm only seeing her one more time and she's been doing my nails for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to get my nails done. They're starting to fall apart.
Anyway,
I'll
see you in Florida in a couple months. So there you go.
And we love you all. Thanks,
and
South
we love
Africa.
you all. Come visit me in Boca.
Yeah.
The Boca babes.
Boca babes for life.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Because we said so.
Because we said so. Bye.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast. Say, I got an itchy bum.
I got an itchy bum.
Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week.